challenges in creating content is where I'm going to shoot.
Hi and welcome.
Hi and welcome. Hi, I'm Sangeeta Angela.
So I'm ready to shoot. Today while I was watching the video, we are just all video content creators. Today I'm going to talk about makeup brushes. What you need for a salad. Okay, I'll do it again.
So in my apartment, we're all living at home, right? So in my apartment, I don't have this fancy backdrop, this fancy studio setup. I have to make the most. So like right now what I'm shooting, I'm in my balcony. I'm using the leftover sunlight of the evening that's coming. I don't have any reflective light coming here, but I'm hoping that this still looks aesthetically pleasing. So as a content creator, I'm constantly looking at how I can make the most of the sunlight or how I can shoot, and that comes with a lot of challenges. The challenges is, firstly, you have to shoot during the daylight. So where I shoot is always the question. Will I shoot in the kitchen, but the light is this and the light is that, and outside light doesn't come and window light isn't there? So whether it's the kitchen, whether it's the bedroom, there's always this fight about where to shoot. This seems to be my favorite spot off late because I'm sitting comfortably and I get the window light. But then the reason this is challenging is because this is the balcony, so I get the dogs and the ambience and all the sounds from the road. So it's always, and of course I have the mic here, so it's close enough, but it's not as close as how like a studio mic would probably be on top. So as a content creator, this has been the constant like bane of my existence. Where will I shoot? What about the light? We all don't have budgets that are in lakhs and lakhs to invest in great studios and great sounds and great cameras. And even if you have a great camera, like I have a fantastic camera, but like the D810, I remember when I was buying it, Raju Bhai, the guy who sold it to me in Fountain, said, don't buy this one, buy the 750, D750, because it has a flip screen. At that time, I was just buying it because, I was a photographer and I'm shooting and, so I just need the camera with me and the camera, right? Who would have thought that I was also going to come on camera and I also wanted a camera to shoot myself? Now in context, I wish I had taken the 750, although I loved my D810. The D810 is great, but I need to have a monitor with that to see how I look on screen. So it's very difficult. Now, for many years, my husband was helping me, and it was I'm very grateful to him. Many of my old videos, he's the one behind the camera shooting me. But the problem is, I can't always, my husband has a job, he has to sleep, he has to do a lot of things in life apart from sitting and being my producer or my stage manager or my production manager. So the fight has always been to find a space for myself or find a way that I can shoot easily, and with the audio setup, the light setup, the backdrop, and I can just literally just switch on the camera and start shooting. So this setup may be nice, but again, like I said, the ambience noise from outside may interfere. Maybe it won't. Like right now there's a vehicle going by. I don't know if you've heard it, probably you have. But the question was always that, where do you shoot? Over the years I have invested, because of my work, I've invested in lights and I've invested in finding cameras with flip screens or better audio systems, but nothing would have prepared me for this final change that has happened. See, all of this actually happened because a few years ago I started doing Skillshare videos. As Skillshare classes, I teach on Skillshare, and they kind of wanted a better quality. Now, I have watched really good quality on YouTube as well, but I tend to become a little lazy when it comes to my YouTube videos because I'm making it for passion. I'm not making it for earning money. I'm just doing it for the joy of doing it. But when Skillshare started telling me, this is a very cluttered, backdrop, please get a little more clear, please put a plant in the frame, please do this, please do this. They had like this list. Maybe someday I'll do a video about that, about the list of what I needed to do to get a better online class this wasn't acceptable. This was what I gave them, and they were like, no, we need something better. So I started thinking a lot about it, and then of course Skillshare, then I had to set it up. So if you remember, even in the 5 art tips video, I had a beautiful white backdrop, and I kind of took some meta pictures of the mic and all that. It was great, but it was such a production. It took me about half a day to set up that whole scene. And so I wanted a setup that was simple and a setup that was easy, and I'm very happy to report that has happened. So we were kind of looking around the house, trying to figure out a space, and we narrowed in on one space, but it was our living room is painted light blue. So the light blue was having a lot of stains, and I didn't want those stains coming in the shot. And of course it all also changed when I watched some Domestika courses. So when I saw Domestika, I was like, yeah, ye quality acha hai. So then I started my brain started moving, like I need better quality in my videos. So after that, we decided, okay, let's do like a project and try to give me space so I have a editing setup, and it's like my home studio. It's got my machine and all, but I don't have a space to shoot, or even if I want to do my art tutorials. Now I want to start getting into reviewing brushes and doing more with my artwork, I need to have like a top angle, like a camera above shooting, and I need less setup. So we thought, okay, first let's take care of the backdrop. So I went on Amazon and I ordered a few backdrops that weren't paper or cloth, because my problem with cloth is it gets crushed, and sometimes the flow is not great, and I'm not a fan of cloth backdrops. So again, brainstorming sessions. Then finally we thought, chal, let's paint the wall. So we got in touch with our guy who does our electric work, and we said, do you have a painter and all? He said, okay, this is the budget and all for painting, which was a bit high for us, but we thought, okay, no problem, we'll see. So instead of paying for the painting job, what we decided to kind of DIY it, and we hired a painter for like the labor costs, and we went to the painting shop and we bought the paint supplies, we bought the paint, we chose the colors, and it was a fun project. It was a family project. All 3 of us went together to the shop, and the shopkeeper was very sweet. He gave us tips, and he said, okay, you may need this, you may need this, to the point of the small bucket also he helped us get. And then that day we got the painter to come. We paid him like the labor cost for his labor, and he did the putty, then we had to wait for it to dry, then he did the primer, then he did the paint, and I think he did 4 coats of paint. And it was very fun to see, and I'm very, very happy with the result. I'm happy with my color choice. I'm happy with the look of the frame. So without much ado, let me take you to our new studio. So welcome to this brand new studio of mine. It's still the old apartment. We just made a few tweaks here and there to make it look slightly more high quality and professional. So welcome. Thanks for watching all my videos. This is now going to be the place where I'm going to be doing tutorials and art reviews and more drawing tutorials and lots more stuff that's coming up. Thanks for sticking with me all these years and watching this video. I hope you enjoy all this high content that's going to be coming your way. Thanks again for watching. I will catch you in the next video. And this is in focus.